got it?
She doesn't want to talk to me.
Whatever you want.
Don't worry about it.
All right, girls, you done wasted enough of my goddamn time. Let's get started.
Piano man, will you play that selection that we worked on last week here?
Let's work them, Lena, now. Let's work them. Lena, you losing some control here. Let's get it together now.
Ladies, it's just a simple routine. I'll walk and talk you through it, okay?
Okay, good. Just take it real slow, please.
Piano man, give it to me, baby. 1, 2, 3, and step. Step, 2.
Oh, no. Lena, start that over.
Stop the music.
I was doing fine. I was just getting it.
Jack, you hold up to that. You better keep up with the tempo.
I'm keeping up with the
You
tempo. I
are
don't know what
supposed to be a dancer, yes? Well, follow along. That's it.
Baby, you there. Lena, let's go.
And play, darling. That's 1, 2, 3, yes, and step. Step, step. Let's go. And kick, and kick, and turn. So maybe you might do a little better. When you stop the music. This is an audition.
All right, girls, look, let's take 5.
You might do a little better stripping down and dancing. But you sure don't have no talent, you know?
Lena, let's get
Tell
this
about
shit
it.
together.
Tell about it. I tried to tell you.
Everybody's taking on me.
Yeah, girls, come back out, please. Lena, can the girls come back out, please? Lena!
Ladies,
Miss Lolita, have you ever danced the water front club before?
she couldn't dance her way out of a paper bag. Why would you ask the girl that
me?
question?
Miss
No.
Lolita, is this your name, Miss Lolita?
No. My name is Justina Cullamy. Everyone calls me Just, so I guess my name is Just Cullamy.
Well, baby, why don't I just call it Miss Lolita?
Oh, that's fine. I like that name too, Lolita. Lolita, I like that.
Would you like to dance the waterfront chorus?
What?
All right. Would you like to be the new star of the waterfront chorus? Then where's your role, baby? I need some new blood in this show.
The only constant in life, baby, is change.
What about you? I got my new star.
Better luck next time, baby.
Okay, baby, I'm cool.
Oh, baby, you made it. You made it. Don't nobody mess with Stagger Leroy woman. Nobody. You hear me? Do you hear me? Nobody mess with Stagger Leroy woman.
Thank you.
I mean nobody. slapping, toe tapping, holly wolly, good time. 'Cause this joint is jumping. It's really jumping. Come in, Captain, check your hat. I said this joint is jumping. The piano is thumping. The dancers are bumping. This here spot is more than hot in fact. The joint is jumping. Check your weapons at the door. Be sure to pay your quarter. Burn your leather on the floor, grabbing everybody's daughter. The roof is rocking, the neighbors knocking. We're all bums when the wagon comes. I said this joint is jumping. Ho! The piano is thumping, the dancers are bumping. This here spot is more than hot. In fact, the joint is jumping. Get your big feet buried in this. That's Winnie in the kitchen. Look at him who just came in and look at the way he's switching. Oh, don't mind the hour. I'm in power. I got bail if we go to jail. I said this joint is jumping.
I don't know why on earth I have to be here. It's bad enough being the girl's choreographer and she can't dance. And look at this shitty, shabby reception. Oh, did somebody say the press is here? Oh, absolutely wonderful party, isn't it? Oh, yes.
The bitch deserves to die.
Oh, honey, just look at the scenery. Isn't this a lovely party?
Nobody. No damn body. Messes with Stagger Leroy's woman, I told her. Nobody. I mean,
Gee, I just can't wait to see old Lolita come out here and dance for us.
This is a lovely party we're having, isn't it?
Look at him, long stuff.
How we all doing tonight? So you look good, girl. Did you catch my latest dance move? I knew you'd like that. Where did you get this fine man from, girl? How you doing, sweetie? Come see me after the party.
Don't y'all believe that for a second, cause
How y'all doing? Oh, my.
Let's get on with the the party?
Yes, can we please get on with the party? Mrs.
Where is the press? Where is the press? Press here? Press? I don't know. Press. I'm somewhere we're here. I don't see no press. Sit down. What's the hold up?
She's just gonna stand there.
Is that a power back? Are the lights going out? Oh! Are the lights going? Oh! Hurry, quick!
I think she's dead.
Her heart ain't beating. I think she's dead. Oh! Oh! That means I'm gonna get my part back. Bury him! Bury them two left feet hurt. My prayers have been answered. Look at her. She done Cloroxed herself to white.
Nobody! You hear me? Nobody! Message with Stagger Leroy woman.
My Lolita! Hey, God, please! Lolita!
Some kind of food.
Get the
It's John, it's jumping.
Nobody! Nobody! Ever! In your life!
I want to leave if that infected up to get here too. I'm sick.
I thought they were supposed to move the body.
They could have at least moved her out of the sight.
Well, come on, let's get on with the party.
That's right.
Well, that's right.
Don't nobody move. Don't nobody touch nothing. Don't no one leave the premises.
Who is this fool?
Who the hell is this? I, my dear lady, am Inspector Zeke Billigan. Zeke Billigan?
Zeke.
Springfield's finest detective. I am here to murder investigation. I mean, to murder interrogation. I mean, to investigate about murder. And speaking of murder, which gravitates the question to who am I to who it be? And why they done what they done when they done it. To the very dead deceased, Justina Hullamy. Now, I expect your fullest cooperation in this investigation, and I shall proceed with the interrogation. Leah Ray. Who might that be?
That's me, Lena Ray.
Ah. And exactly, Miss Lena Ray, what was your relationship with the deceased, Miss Justina
I was her
Hullamy?
choreographer, and that was all. I was her choreographer, and that's couldn't get stand her. What else? That's shut up.
Mad because she was the dancer that took her part.
Miss Lena Ray, isn't it true that you were bumped on the rough and told to stop?
That's right, yeah, but I didn't kill her.
Because the more lighter and more bleak-skinned Justina Cullamy replaced you as the lead dancer and choreographer of the Cotton Club audition.
I had more motive than anybody. Look at you. Look at you. Look at that temper. Now, it's obvious who killed her, isn't it?
Wait now.
Boyfriend is dead, honey.
Wait, hold it, baby.
Shut up, Shut question her, why don't you?
This is my interrogation.
I didn't kill her, and I know I didn't.
And where were you on the night in question, Miss
Glad
Lena
you
Ray?
did. Right here, and everybody can testify to the fact that I did not kill her. Huh.
Ha! Which brings me over to you, Miss Cookie, I presume.
That's right, my name is Cookie Sweet.
Yes. And exactly. Well, what was your relationship with the late Miss Justina Cullamy?
Take your time, baby. Take your time.
She was my best friend. Best friend? You hated her. Look at her temper. Isn't it obvious who killed her?
Yes.
You hated her. You know you hated her.
You better shut your mouth before you did what?
She's upset me.
She was your best friend.
Go ahead,
Yes, she was.
A very lofty
She
friendship.
loved that girl. She loved her.
I love her.
A very lofty friendship, I'm sure.
I know it hurts.
Oh,
I know it hurts.
I love the bitch. I love her.
Gotta hold on.
Probably get it together.
Miss Cookie,
I'm sorry. I can go on with the first.
isn't it true
Take your time.
that you quarreled with Mrs. Justina Cullamy the
It's
night
true.
in question?
But there's a reason
Hush!
for that.
Isn't it true?
True. Well, yes, sir.
I have not finished my line of questioning.
It is true, but there was a reason for that.
No.
Very good explanation.
Isn't it true that you quarreled with Miss Justina Cullamy in the night in question? Yes
Did
or
not
no?
just say yes.
Because she bleached her skin and left you black, busted, and disgusted, and can't be trusted. You too were left in the back seat of the very bleached but untalented Mrs. Justina Cullamy.
When I kill my best friend, yes, you would.
Would I sprinkle salt? Which brings me to my next suspect.
What? Can't you see she's been through enough?
Mr. Stagger Leroy.
It's okay, baby.
Mr. Stagger Leroy. You who gambled late. You threw 7 and swore you threw 8. You shot Diamond Billy and you shot the poor boy so bad that the bullet went through Billy and penetrated the sheriff's pad. Because of Mrs. Cookie's rejection, you saw And, of course, your infamous threat. You two are #1 suspects.
Sounds good to me.
So here I have 3 suspects. Which brings me to you, son. You look mighty familiar, son. What's your name?
Gentlemen, sir.
And what do you know? What have you seen? And what have you heard on who it be?
Well, Inspector, I know.
Why you questioning him and turn him to dead? Shut up! Now it was your little manager! Shut up! Shut up! Do you want him? You know you understand? You understand me, Bob?
I want quiet in the house! Sit down! I want quiet in the house. Sit your Rudy Poop butt down, you! Sit down!
Excuse me,
Miss
Inspector.
Frail, Pale, and Buddy the Whale.
You look very familiar yourself.
We shall proceed with this interrogation.
Inspector.
I'm over here with Miss Lena Ray and Miss Cookie.
Inspector.
Not now, son, not now.
Inspector.
Not now, son, not now. Excuse me, lady. This is my interrogation. Please be seated. With your cigar-smoking bum.
Excuse me, Inspector. I have some...
Not now, son. Not now. This is the juiciest part of the
Inspector.
event. Not now, son. Not now. Sit down, please.
Don't touch me no more.
Sit
Don't
down.
Ever touch me no more.
Don't you ever touch me. I like what I see here because this is the juiciest part of the interrogation.
I like what I see.
Not now, son. Not now. And where were you all on the night in question?
Told us where we were.
Miss Cookie,
Miss Cookie.
you know you did. Confess you
I kill her. She said nobody. She killed I killed my best friend. Yes, you would.
Would I sprinkle salt on steak?
I know you did it. So what is the point? Just come back. Just come back. I'm not family. Order. Stagger.
Yes, baby.
Come on over here before I hurt you.
Nope. I got a little something in store for her.
Mr. Daddy, Mr. Stanley, please be seated. Miss Cookie, please be seated.
Inspector.
Inspector, all right.
Inspector.
Not now, son.
But I know,
Not now.
Is that you, man?
Wait a minute here.
I'll be a son of a gun.
Hell, what is going on here?
It was him! It was him! Why, Ted? Why'd you do it, Ted? We all wanted it dead, but why
I can't. I got to go. There's a certain amount of traveling in a dream deferred. I told Lolita, honey, I love you. I slipped her a diamond ring. She gently slid it on her finger and said, you won't get a goddamn thing. There's a certain amount of nothing in a dream deferred. I told her, Lolita, Lolita, all I want is you. She said, baby, you can have me, but my loving days are through. A certain amount of impotence in a dream deferred.
Lord, yes.
There were 3 parties on my party line, but that third party won't mind. There's liable to be murder in a dream deferred. From river to river, uptown and down, there's liable to be murder when a dream is kicked around.
The contract was all set, baby. I had it rubbed out. You see this.
Lolita! Lolita!
To the director, Miss Ingrid Askew.
Ingrid!
Our director, Ingrid Askew.
This is a work in progress. It's going to be developed, and it's called Who Be It? And these fine actors wrote it. We all wrote it together, and we had 2 rehearsals. I think they did a tremendous job.
Who's calling? Yeah. I'm trying to get ready. Yeah. I'm late. A half hour late. Baby, you always measuring time. The Chinese people, listen now. The Chinese people, I'm giving you a fact. The Chinese people got a tradition. Leisurely living. You get there when you get there. Okay. All right. I apologize. Now, the reason you always measure in time is because you're goddamn white, Anglo-Saxon, Protestant Americans. Y'all would have held a stopwatch on God Almighty. Never would have given no 7 damn days to make the world because you're too damn impatient. I did apologize up front. Okay. I apologize some more. You know, I don't get a kick out of bugging you. You're bugging your damn self. Wait. Hold on. If your mama's in town, you ought to be with her. Should be with her. Playing tiddlywinks or canasta or whatever other ass-dragging games you white folks like. Oh, baby. I ain't calling you white folks. Wild, yellow-headed, fine thing, you. They all white, but you something else. I'll be there. How I'm gonna get there if you keep talking? Bernice, be cool. Oh, you sweet vanilla ice cream cone. Damn it, Bernice, I'm trying to get ready. Yeah, as soon as I can. When? Oh, you good-looking, black, heartbreaking son of a bitch. Ooh. Bernice, what's the matter with you? Oh, yeah, right back at you, man. What you know? Chicago? You tell Gov Wilson I ain't lost nothing in Chicago. My whole card is New York. Trouble with Gov Wilson is just a lie. A lot of big talk. And when you get there, ain't nothing happening. How come he didn't call me himself? Yeah, sure. He got you to do it, and don't I know why? The last time he called me about a big game, I got there and nothing was happening. Yeah, had me taking off to Tampa, Florida in a jet plane. Got there nothing but a lot of Rudy Poo footprints and 10-cent slick hustlers with $50 or $100 a piece. All of them hoping to luck up on a few grand by hitting on me. What you call killing time. Business is business after all. How is old ugly gut? They tell me his old lady shouted, square mad. Took the doctor weeks before they found the bullet. Old poor flushing tell the Lord. But he's all right. Tell him I'm sorry. I can't make it. Yeah, right back at you, man. You take it easy, too. Y'all right. Come.
Negro. How many people got keys to this door?
Irene! Is that you, Irene?
Yes, Irene. Not Mary or Susie or Helen or Miss Ann or ain't your mama either. Did I leave anybody out? Who else is here? Couldn't find no parking space. Had a bribe the garage fellow to let me in. What's the matter with this New York City? Traffic, bumper to bumper. I brought the present. You don't deserve a damn one, not a one. Who else is here?
Not a soul, baby.
Where you?
In here, dressing.
Did that Bernice pick out your new dress?
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Okay.
I don't like the color. And they're cheap looking, too.
All right, darling.
Fact is, I don't like nothing about them. A lot of simple-minded bad taste.
I hear you, sugar.
Oh, you sure wish you'd have told me you was gonna buy a new dress.
I sure wish so too, baby. I really do. What you looking for out there?
Fixing me a drink.
You kidding?
No, I'm not. This light is all. This light is something. If it ain't one thing, it's another. Well, how about that? Hey, Teddy, they done passed some kind of civil rights.
Yeah, what?
I said they passed some kind of civil rights.
What was it?
I don't know. Well, whatever it was, it got passed.
Don't make me no damn difference.
Don't make me no difference either. But it's still nice. It's nice for those that make a difference to. It's nice for anybody whose face runs in that direction. That's all I'm saying.
Whole lot of crap. All that praying and crawling, kneeling while police dogs snapping at your ass. You lost your mind or something? Carrying on about civil rights?
But if somebody's taste run in that direction, then civil rights is their bad. That's all I'm saying.
You losing your mind.
Civil rights don't mean a bother-grabbing thing to me. But to some people it do. Why you gotta jump off me about it?
Randy, you sick? You don't sound like yourself.
Why you gotta jump your own kind? You don't like the civil rights? Kill me, hell, it's all my fault, huh?
Nah, baby, all I'm saying is we ain't got to go through all that. Just eating some greasy hamburger joint.
I'm with you, but some feel our way and some don't, and damn it all ain't food. Don't you mess with me, Teddy, not today.
I guess you're right, Irene. Make yourself comfortable. I got a little run to make.
Where you going?
Gotta see a fella named Shorty about setting up a poker session for me.
Mm-hmm. That shorty must be a flying faggot where you all got her.
Don't give me a hard time. Where's my present?
In that box. Don't go away and leave me, Teddy. Talk to me.
Business is business, baby. I ain't seen you in 2 months. You drop in unexpected. After all, I didn't know you were coming. But I tell you what, I'll be gone for 2 hours, then I'll be right back to talk to you, okay?
No. Stay with me for a while, then go see Bernice or whoever. How is Bernice?
Still the same simple stuff.
She's all right, I guess. Don't go out.
Fox. Fox. All of this purdy. Fox. Go, girl.
Ain't nothing but animals backside. They knock him in the head, split his throat, and sew them together. Who the hell cares?
You the one, Bob.
Bought it off the junkie. He was shivering and shaking from head to toe like at the North Pole. I gave him $350. I ain't never enjoyed that coat. He him shivering and shaking and needing a fix.
Rennie, you didn't buy him the junk and you didn't make him take it.
But I know he had a lifted to buy junk. He had to boost it and sell it to me to keep his habits on.
Well, damn, look what they did to the fox. Knocked him in the head and slit his throat. And all like you say, that's life.
You make me feel better. Don't go out.
Oh, baby, you're being unreasonable. I'd do anything in the world for you. You're my buddy girl, you know that. Ain't you my buddy girl?
No. I'm your wife. Well, anyway, you're a divorced wife. I'm the only wife you ever had.
Why you want to do that, my baby? Surprised at you washing my face. You say, I want to be married. Married. I'm married. Didn't see you no more for a year and a half. You pop up with some papers. You want a divorce. I signed the paper. Something about you colored woman that makes you a self-willed, non-understandable. But I've been your buddy boy through it all. Now I'm going to cut my little run down to 1 hour, 45 minutes, then I'll be right back.
When I first met you wasn't nothing but a dime car waiter.
Right.
I taught you just about everything you know.
Just about, almost.
I set you up in business, bought you a number wheel, and showed you where it was at. And I ain't never asked for much in return. Don't go out. Don't go out, damn it. I said don't go out.
I'm still here. Now tell me, what were you doing when I first met you?
I got a good memory. I was attendant in the old Bay Ladies Lounge, washing toilets, handing out toilet paper, saucer of change sitting on the dressing table, a sign pasted on the mirror. Ladies, your tips are my livelihood. Towel, honey? Pinning up torn dress hems, wiping up the floor behind 6 drunks, laughing at the Jew and darky jokes, and wiping away their tears. Each one of them telling me how much they love the colored woman who raised them, or cooked their meals, or whatever. Telling me how I must and must not feel about the race problem, how I must not hate. Same jokes, the same advice, from one damn restroom to another. Restroom attendant.
Yeah, well, I ain't sounding, even though you the one sounding first. Really, we had some hard days together. All that you done for me, I tried to thank you.
I'm going to camp here for a couple of days.
Crazy. How is Philadelphia?
That's one sad-ass city, about to sink into the ground. But a little money's changing hands every now and then. You don't come to see me like you used to.
Oh, you know. It ain't one thing, it's another. What you know, sweet thing?
Don't know. What you know, Daddy? You good-looking, two-timing, black, sweet-loving man.
Welcome home. It's been a long time.
Oh, it's so good to hear the sound of your voice.
I've broken 3 dates with Bernice.
What I care? Make it 4. She'll forgive you. Call and tell her something came up. If I ain't something, I don't know what is. I'm being bad about it.
I'm still here. You in some kind of trouble or something?
Them damn doctors, what the hell they know? Gotta go in the hospital next Monday. God knows what all this planning. But I said to myself, I'm going to see my buddy boy first, no matter what.
Something serious today. Say it was something serious.
Yes, it's serious. And don't make it names. Gives me the creep.
Well, you know, you never can tell with these kind of things until you take all the tests.
I took the test and I got the results, and it's serious. That's about all I got to say on that.
Sweetheart, you know they got all kind of things with, going on with these operations and stuff that they call
Radiation.
That's right, radiation.
Radiation therapy. I know that. I'm not planning to curl up and die. As much as I've been through in life.
There you
Live or
go.
die, this ain't nothing.
Now everything gonna end up happening, just like a Sidney Poitier movie.
Makes you think. You get to summon up your whole life. That is after your first feeling. I was shook. It shook me. Well, I put up a good front. Strong, brave, and cool. But on the inside, I was shook. It shook me. I recall going into the bathroom, a place full of echoes. There I was, feeling lightheaded, in the middle of nowhere, high up, looking down on myself. That must be how it feels to be a mother carrying all that. I leaned my head against the cold tile wall. It was yellow tile, big, square, yellow tile. And I cried out the fullness of my feelings. I ain't never cried like that before. Never in this life. I got scared I'd never stop, choking, sobbing, and wondering whether I was chicken-hearted. Well, it seemed forever. But I stopped. They set the date for me to face the music next Monday. Then I got to thinking about you and me and any unfinished business we might have. So I got on the highway, and here I am.
Thank you. I'm sure glad you thought about me. Glad you got it too. This is where you belong. We're gonna see this through together. And everything gonna end up sitting there poking with you. So what hospital you going?
Back down to Philly. I'll write everything down for you.
Philly, that's where you wanna be.
Yeah, well, it's all one anyway, no matter where. Stay with me.
You can't chase me out. I wanna be here with you. It's me and you.
You always think with me.
Mm.
Most of the time. Except for once or twice.
Greenie, why bring up the once or twice?
You knocked me down once. And my eyes full. I remember you set me up something awful.
But why? Why would I do something like that? Think. What had you done?
Not a thing. That I can recall. I should have hollered for the law and had your butt hauled off to jail.
You whooped up on my girlfriend. You almost killed Sadie.
She was just putting on.
Oh, no, she wasn't. You hit her with a chair leg. And what for? You had no right to mess with that poor girl.
She got on my nerves.
You and me wasn't together. You busted that up. Yet she was always running down my women to pick a quarrel.
Not all of them. Just the ones I didn't like.
Who did you ever like? Name one.
Let me see. You remember Sugar? I like Sugar very much.
You like Sugar because she was home.
Maybe you're right. Now tell me why you like her. Maybe her beauty was not to be seen.
Come on, what's the matter with you? Remember the time you hit me in the head with the apple juice bottle? Blood running down, had to have stitches? Huh? Look at this, see that?
Oh, poor baby. Hair don't even grow there no more. I almost knocked you into the next world.
You a mean old bitch. Just looking at it gives you a job.
You must have done something terrible to aggravate me like
It
that.
does me off.
And you me.
You don't want nothing, drink, do you?
Yes, I do. Mix one and hand it to me.
All right, what you want?
Well, maybe no difference. Drink is a drink.
Randy, why did you make me marry?
How could I make you? You was a full-grown man.
That was the damnedest thing. Why?
I had my reasons.
What, 17 years ago?
18.
Teddy, you said, I want you to marry me because every woman ought to be married one time. Didn't 2, 3 weeks of loving and cutting up. Bam! Then you cut out on me. There you go. Still in the frame. Damn postcard from Atlanta, damn Georgia.
Hey there, Teddy. Life is too short for you to be tied down. And me either. Forget it. Love ringing.
1 year later, you come walking in with a double order of barbecue ribs. I welcome you. Glad to see you. There we were, sitting in the kitchen, having our ribs, having one ha-ha after another. Didn't you say, Teddy, I gotta take you to court and charge you with adultery because it's possible for a man to be the guilty one.
That's why I like Sugar so much. She was so gracious about helping us out. Lord, y'all was funny when me and the witnesses knocked on the door. You was in your red satin robe, and she was in my black lace nightie, and the camera was just a-going. Y'all was too funny. I still got one of them pictures somewhere. You look just like a 42nd Street movie.
Randy, when's the last time you been to a movie?
I really don't know.
They don't wear clothes in 42nd Street movies. And people no longer have to bust in the bedroom to get a divorce.
The world turns, don't it?
Let's get married. Let's get divorced. Why do you do like that? Why?
Teddy, did you ever love me?
You know it.
No, not that buddy love.
Uh-huh. Yeah. You right. I certainly do apologize. Listen, I said, listen, now is a bad time. The wrong day. Well, I got a fella here and we're going over some Philadelphia business. No need to holler. We'll leave it that I'll call tomorrow and make it a definite. Hey, you know I do. Of course I do. Sure I do. I know you do too.
Don't nothing make him sick.
Come on now, why you want to act ugly? Now, what was we talking about?
Why'd you marry me? You could have said no.
I did it because I thought that much of you. If marrying meant something to you, I was glad to oblige. That's the same way I felt about that damn fool divorce business. It was something you wanted, and I can give it to you. Think a whole lot of you, woman.
Teddy, I want you to stay over there so I don't have to look you in the face. I want you to listen good and listen hard and let me say it all.
All right.
The reason I asked you to be my husband was I wanted to have a baby. And I wanted you for the father. I didn't want to have a baby out of wedlock. I didn't think it was much any of your business because you didn't seem to love me like I loved you. So I went off and had the baby.
I don't believe it.
It's true. We got a daughter. Her name used to be Teddy. T-E-D-D-I. She was that for a few weeks.
What's her name now?
I don't know.
Where is she?
I don't know. Truly, I don't.
Why don't you know, Ingrid?
I got scared about leaving her around here and there. I got to being sorry that I brought a child here who might be like us, knocked about. The doctor saw how it was with my mind.
Your mind?
Felt like I was going stone crazy. No sleep, pacing the floor, up and down, down and up. Such a pretty baby. I was afraid I might hurt her. Rest broken, pacing the floor and no way to turn. I didn't want to hurt her.
Couldn't you turn your head?
No, somehow I couldn't. The doctor told me about some people who were well off, professionals, he said. Maybe a lawyer, another doctor, a teacher. I got to seeing her in my mind's eye, living nicely in a pretty home with a mama and a papa, and proud of them. Out of it, Teddy. Free as black can be, free to get in some school and live right. So I signed the papers and turned her over.
To who?
They don't like you to know because you might turn up and cause trouble. They don't tell.
I'm sorry. We got a very sad story. Every time I see you, you poking fun and laughing at yourself. Always laughing at yourself.
Just trying to beat the next fellow to it. If you laugh at yourself, well, that's how it works.
Is this her picture?
No. That's a baby picture of one of Martin Luther King's children. I cut it out of the Ebony magazine and framed it. Just because it's cute.
I'm sorry. Sorry to my heart. I'm sorry.
I had to come tell you that. As hurtful as it is, it's your business. And ain't nobody got the right to keep your business from you, even if it's painful.
You're right. At least you put your mind at rest.
Oh, dear heart, it ain't that easy. Instead of one child, I had thousands. When she was 2, I looked at every 2-year-old I passed. That her, this one, that one. When she was 5, there's one looked just like Teddy. Years of looking at strange, raggedy-ass children running around the streets. That's it. Gets worse as the years pass. Now I look at some baby-faced hooker standing on a street corner with a mouth full of that tough talk. Come on home with me, baby. And I stand there wondering, is that my daughter? see me staring and say, "What you looking at, bitch?"
That wasn't her. A lawyer or a school teacher, that's what. A civil rights lawyer and his wife.
I love you so much, Teddy. I came here to let you know that much. I'm sorry I wasn't able to say it before. When we were around each other, we were all fighting, poking fun, and mocking ourselves. I believe black folks think it's disgraceful to love one another, fighting like hell to cover up what's in the heart. My daddy once said to my mama, "Shit, what's love? What's that? Better get yourself some money." Saying them things right in front of me. I'm trying to eat my little bitty grits and bacon to make out that I hear what I'm hearing. Mama said, "Nigga, get the hell out!" He slams the door and he's gone. Mama sits down and cries. Then she looks at me and says, "Girl, you a millstone around my neck." Ain't like no TV story with us. Love is hard to live around when a woman's washing out her last pair of ragged drawers and her man ain't got a quarter to put in her hand. When it's like that, it's embarrassing to love one another. You stop laughing at yourself for too long a time, they'll put you away in a straitjacket. I pass through this world. And for what? I don't even know who I am.
You're my Irene. And don't let no damn ass doctor crack you up. I'm taking you to another doctor who knows what he's talking about. Don't be handing out a lot of bad news. Our daughter's with a civil rights lawyer and a school teacher wife.
How do you know?
Because I'm the seventh child of a seventh child.
You in the number two, and I've been dealing in the hospitals these junkies bring in. Why would our daughter be in a lawyer's home? Do we deserve it?
Because I say. Now, my papa didn't walk out on mom. But I tell you what. The family was staying together, ain't always praying together. Pop pulled garbage in the old law tenement building. Hot damn. Every night after supper, he drank down a pint of wine and said, "Come on, boy, let's pull garbage." He tanked, dig. Now, I ain't had no wine. I'm 9 years old and stone sober. Open up the dumbwaiter shaft. Great day in the morning. A big rat be walking straight up the pulley rope. Rat stop and look down on you like, "What you want?" Then walk slower, acting like, "Who you think you bluffing? Pulling garbage? We shoveling it out where folks are pitching it down the shaft because they scared of rats too." At night, sleeping. Them rats are running between the walls and the ceiling. Blue, blue, blue. Now, that ain't no place for love, talking about moonlight and butterflies and all that shit white folks be writing stories about. Opening up that rotten, stinking garbage shaft took more heart than any damn mutiny on the Bounty. Them rats congregating, baby. All along the basement steam pipe. Talking about werewolves and space saucers. See. Try pulling garbage.
Liquor is strong.
It ain't strong enough.
Over half of my life spent in the white folks' toilet. Smelling their funk and grinning in their face. For what? To hear the sound of the quarter hit against the saucer. Bible say you got 70 years to live, right?
Right.
Some ain't got that. Some a few more. What you doing with these precious days, Teddy?
Don't go there no more. What's done is done. Now, you're making me feel bad. You're making yourself feel bad. Get yourself together so you can come through this in good shape.
In that Philadelphia where I live, there's this African-American something or other on the corner. It's these kids in this poverty thing, poverty program they call it.
I don't need no poverty program. I need a prosperity program. This is my present?
One of them. Kids hang around this poverty program, 17, 18, wearing all this yellow and red African print. A lady took care of me once when I was a child. Mama was off working. The woman wouldn't let me wear a red hair ribbon. She said, "You too black to wear red. Dark people ought to wear dark colors." Them poverty program kids, they be wearing red and green and orange. Around the corner from my house, there's a soul brother got a shop selling Africa. You can buy Africa. Robes, dresses, beads, mats, baskets, drums, every kind of Africa.
Most of that stuff made in England. Why are you getting rich off of wearing that mess?
He's getting rich off everything else you wear, too. And what you eat, drink, liquor, beer, wine, and cameras, he's getting rich off all of it.
Whitey's still tricking you. They own Africa factories. They turning out statues and robes and incense by the billions.
Maybe they're tricking themselves. Suppose you only had a few months to live, Teddy. What would you do? How would you spend the time?
I'm not going to play them games with you. What kind of talk is that?
Suppose you had a month to live. Suppose you had a year.
Damn, man. I do all the things I meant to but been putting on.
And if you had 10 years, 20, 30, 75, don't you see, Teddy? The answer's the same. No matter how long or short the time, you ought to do the things you mean to do. Never put it off. I discovered that all by myself while crying in that room with the yellow tile wall. Time we know is short. You make 70, that'll be 70 times you spend Christmas Day. 70 Thanksgiving. 70 chances to see springtime. Teddy, don't put off anything that you want to do until later. There ain't no later. Later for later. It's all now.
What I would like to do right now is whatever you like to do.
I bought some Africa in that shop. I bought a robe for you. And I bought one for me.
It was very nice of you. Thank you very much.
I know it don't gas you too much, but put it on and keep you company.
Greenie, when you get out of that damn hospital, we're going to put some change together and take off for Africa. You're going to eyeball it for yourself.
I ain't lost nothing in Africa.
For a minute, I thought you was going to dig Marcus Garvey and run out of it. All them speak corner speakers, they be hollering about how we come from kings and queens. Yeah, we ain't all come from kings and queens. Who would they rule over of all the kings and queens?
Don't talk so damn ignorant. Fact is, you could have been a king. But you know you're not descended from some American president. At least none of them ever claimed you. You're descended from that. Look at you, it's all over your face. This book tells how there were no orphan children in Africa. Anybody die away from their children who don't want it? Some others right there to take them in and love them. I read that.
Yeah, well, I read they were urinating in ditches over there in Africa, reading.
Oh, what? Slave labor built this country.
Yeah, slave labor gonna tear it down.
For years, I spent 8 hours out of each day in the toilet. Places where I couldn't even get in if I didn't work there. They pissed all over pink toilet seats. Ditch or marble floor, baby. Just a hit.
Some of them Africans sold us to the white folks, man.
Some of the niggas over here still selling each other out. And robbing, and mugging, and ransacking, and hitting over their heads, and also racketeering.
Signify. Go ahead. But I don't go to anybody's damn house and say, you just gotta play the numbers. Do I do that?
Ain't just you. I've done my share, you've done yours, and some did even worse. Holding down your own people. For what?
For the money, that's what. When I run a game, it's racketeering. New York State running game is patriotic. They even put ads in the paper. Buy yourself a lottery ticket. When you get on the bus, you see people laughing and grinning because they got a hit. But they'll throw me in jail for taking a 10-cent bet. I served time twice. Yes, I did. So hush the hell on up and listen to your damn African music. Get off my back, Greenie. That's the one thing about that simple Bernice is she knows how to make you feel like a man. She's white, but she knows how to make you feel like a man.
I feel like I've been hearing that all my days. Sound like my pop. I want to feel like a man. You want to be a man. Forget that feel like. Give me another drink.
If you weren't on your way to the hospital, I'd knock the hell out of you for undermining me. Bernice knows how to make me feel pleasant.
You ain't had to watch Bernice rinse out her last pair of ragged drawers or pull guard. Y'all too busy popping champagne by candlelight.
Yeah, you the best. Bar closed down with this one inside.
Oh, Lord God. What's it all about? Suppose my girl's in jail on account of the civil rights. Suppose she's out in the demonstrations being beaten. God ought to kill me for my sins. I want you to have my Africa book. You know what they do with dice in Africa? They tell fortunes. They read the future. Call it rolling the bones. Then they read what they roll for you. Here they shoot dice to get at each other's rent money.
I told you that I was the seventh child. I got your fortune right here. Six is my point. 6.
Yeah? I got 50, so you're 6. And another 50, so you're 10 before you crap out.
No, you don't. Put your money back in the bank. I'm telling fortunes this evening. No gambling, just fortunes. Oh, yeah. I see some good signs. Well, damn, don't she look good? 2 dots. Snake eyes looking at you. The evil eye looking, but them boxcars say our daughter's riding in style.
Might could be so.
Ah! 6-8. Lord, 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 our little girls winner all around.
You crapped out.
We ain't gambling, baby. All these are signs for the fortune teller.
That's right. Tell us. I believe you.
Her days are all coming up, 7 and 11. Little I was about to read you out of the hospital, back here with me, overlooking the Harlem River.
No, not me. I'm feeling great. I'm ready to go in that all-white room and let a white man with a white mask put me to sleep. And another white man in a white suit is gonna stick a knife in me. White dresses and white masks all around me, and I'm laid out on a white sheet. And they'll cut out a part of me. I'm wondering if they could ever trust us that much.
Hey, this music is a gas. That guy is drumming his ass off. Rainy, people gotta trust each other in some strange ways.
I want something else black in their room besides me. I want some of that blackness that the young people feel. Clean black. Blackness I never knew.
Out on the coast one time, my car broke down in this little town on the way to LA from Frisco. Didn't see a soul brother or sister for 2 days. Folks were friendly and offhanded way. But by time to go, I needed to see black. Didn't even need to talk to him, just needed to see him. See black working or walking or in a store somewhere, waiting on a train.
That's what I have to take in the hospital with me. A little of this Africa. It'll be like a
Mojo. A mojo working for you, yeah. Bernice say we can't go back to Africa. That they don't know us anymore.
When black get to longing for black, but black hate black, it kicks them.
Later, girl, she said.
You are Africa. Do you remember me, Daddy? Will we ever love one another? If I go in that white room without some black in my soul, I won't make it.
Don't
I gotta take action in there with me. When they knock me out with that gas or ether or whatever the hell, I got to be hearing that drum in one corner of my mind so my heart can beat.
Dance, Irene. Dance up on some black. Africa for Rena. You know that fool Gus Wilson? They say his old lady shot him. But he's up and out now.
Yeah.
Out trying to hustle up a poker game in Chicago.
Don't you go no place till I get through this that I'm going through.
Not even thinking about it. Never gonna live. Never. Dig that beat. I love you, baby. Dig that beat. I love you, baby. Dig that beat. I love you, baby. I love you. I love you. I love you. Love you. Love you. Love you. Dig that beat. I love you. Dig that beat. I love you, baby. Dig that beat. I love you. I love you. I love you. Love you. Love you. Love you.
are not as fragile as we appear to be. This is a world for survivors. For it is our inner strength that sustains us, our faith that wills us, and the hope of tomorrow is what keeps us alive. A sea of troubles once divided by love and hate is now joined at the hip of our ancestors. It's the voices of our ancestors that are a constant reminder that we must press on when a door is closed, or when we've lost all hope that another will open. And we must not pause to look behind, for there is yet another door standing wide open. Nor should we allow the darkness of hardship to tunnel our vision, or the voices of our enemies to fester the seed of hatred, but rather fertilize the soil of our heritage with dignity and pride. As I look out before me, there are yet other voices. Voices of love, of celebration, of life. You see, the choices that we make will be the dreams for our children. The legacy that we leave will be the echoes of tomorrow. You see, the struggle, it ain't over. On the ground before us, the soil of tomorrow. Beneath that soil are the echoes of our ancestors. For each echo left behind shines a light, a flame of hope. Yesterday, today, and forever.
Thought you'd be at work by now.
I just couldn't go in tonight. I got as far as the gate here.
I'll put it in the refrigerator and save it for your lunch tomorrow night.
Throw it away.
I can save it for your lunch tomorrow
Throw
night.
it away.
I was just getting ready to put supper on. I was gonna have a nice hot supper ready for you when you came in tonight. I was gonna have string beans and sweet potatoes. I was gonna bake some cornbread.
Ain't no use in you crying now.
I wasn't crying. I guess I just don't feel very well.
What's wrong with
I don't know.
you? You got a complaint, you go see a doctor.
I ain't got no special complaint. I guess I'm just kind of old, tired, wore out.
It looks like rain tomorrow. You know, if it rains tonight, it's going to get cold tomorrow. Yes, sir. If it rains tonight, it'll get cold tomorrow. Just watch what I tell you.
Sure, Lord had good weather this year. Why, here it is almost November and it's still warm.
I reckon I better get a ton of coal in tomorrow.
I'll call Mr. Anderson and have him bring over a ton.
You tell him to bring over blue coal. Tell him I don't want no slag in it, because if there's slag in it, he's going to take it right back.
Mr. Anderson wouldn't cheat us, Noah.
You know, they slipped that slag in them over there in the coal yard. They got what they call a nigger coal pile over there in the coal yard, and they slip all that slag in. You know, coal can't breathe with all that slag in it. If there's slag in it, he's going to take it back. So you better call him and let him know before he brings it over here so he can check it. It cost me too much money to keep this house last year.
I'll tell him.
Ed Anderson ought to have enough sense not to let him put that slag on him like that. He ain't got that much sense.
I reckon he does the best he can.
He's scared of white folks.
He's a nice man.
He ain't nothing.
He ain't nothing.
Will you call the plant for me tonight? Tell him I won't be in.
All right, I'll call him. The number over there.
You don't know the number down at the plant?
Never mind, I'll look it up.
It's ST4 6772. Ask for plant 9 timekeeper's office.
Is there anybody special I should ask?
Just ask for the timekeeper's office.
Hello, Mileage Motors? May I have plant 9, please? Is this plant 9? Timekeeper's office? Well, I'm calling for Noah Hamilton. Well, he won't be in this evening. He's not feeling well. Tomorrow? Well, yes, if he feels better. Yes, I'll tell him. All right. Bye. They say if you stay out for 3 days, you have to bring a doctor's note.
They ought to know that I know that. I should after 30 years.
Oh, I reckon they tell that to everybody.
You know, I bound you, old whitehead, couldn't wait for me to come. I bound you, he couldn't wait for me to come in tonight.
Oh, you and Whitehead.
cracker scared that I ain't gonna work myself to death.
I reckon he ain't even studying about you.
White head. I bet.
You know, you could have been plant foreman.
I should have been plant foreman.
But you didn't have the
I had as much education as that cracker whitehead did. I bet he didn't read the papers. They had to print our names and addresses in the papers. I'm surprised the phone ain't been ringing off the hook all day.
Nobody better come here asking me one thing about it or I'll tell him to kiss my foot.
I wouldn't. Dad do.
Nobody better come here asking me one word about Lamar.
Well, they sure gonna ask you. And there ain't no sense in getting mad at folks about something.
They better not ask me about it if they don't want to get set out.
Now, you must be a fool. You gonna set folks out because they're gonna ask you why somebody would pull a dirty trick like what Lamar did? Now, that shows you a fool.
All right, then. I'm a fool.
I ain't covering up for nobody's wrongdoing.
And I ain't covering up for nobody.
I hope they catch that thing and put his behind under the jail.
He's our son.
I wouldn't care if he was my Siamese twin. They would just have to cut him loose from me and take his behind on the jail.
Don't carry on so.
Has the policeman back here?
Not since you talked to him this morning.
Well, he better not bring his behind around here, because I'm going to run his behind away from around here.
Noah.
It wasn't enough for him to go up there on Telegraph Road and rob that supermarket and murder that man, but he had to go and cut the man's water spout off.
Please!
To mutilate the man.
I don't want to hear about it.
I know you don't want to hear about it.
Well, it's all done now, and there ain't no use to keep talking about it.
I just would like to know what was in that thing's mind that make him pull a trick like that.
Lamar must have something the matter with him.
He must have. You telling me that he must have?
Lamar always was a little peculiar.
Peculiar? That thing just ain't no good.
And stop calling him a
I
thing.
can't think of anything low enough to call. That is the low, downest trick I ever heard in all my born days.
I'm so tired of all this mess.
You know it's your fault, don't you?
Oh, no, it's my fault. How is it my fault? That's right. I didn't know how you do it, but I knew I'd get blamed for this just like I get blamed for everything.
I told you that there was something wrong with Lamar. Now, I took one look at that thing the day he was born, and I knew he wasn't right. No, sir, I knew he wasn't right. Shooting owls. Why, the first thing I should have done when I caught that thing shooting owls is to grab him and just
Oh, now lots of boys hunt.
That boy's whole room is full with owls. I found you. I'm going to go up there and throw them out, every last one of them.
Well, I tried to get him to get rid of them.
I want you to get rid of them and throw them out.
I don't want to touch them things. They make my skin crawl.
I want them out of my house.
Well, then you throw them out.
I'll put them in the furnace and burn them.
I thought you were going to let someone take them.
She don't need those things.
Well, let me call her and see if she'll come over and get them.
Well, she can take them. But I just don't want them in here.
Call someone and ask her to come over.
No. I don't want her behind parked over here either. I told you that.
Then how am I going to give her the stuffed owl?
I don't want her behind here, Emma.
That means I have to walk all the way over to the south side.
So you think you'd be raring to get over there and smell her up?
I ain't smelling nobody up.
Ain't you got sense enough to know that I know that you sneak over there behind my back while I'm at work
I don't have to sneak to see my own child.
I told you to leave that thing alone.
Can't tell me not to have anything to do with the child I brought into this world.
You just carry your behind over there and stay with her and let her make the living for you.
She's my child, Noah.
I have washed my hands of her and Lamar. You know, I fought the good fight with both of them, but I give them up to more powerful hands than mine. Ooh, devil.
Hello? Yes. Yes, he is. Who's this, please?
Who is it?
Whitehead.
What's he doing calling me?
What should I tell
He
him?
ain't supposed to call me at home.
Do you want me to tell him?
The cracker's calling me.
Hello?
I don't have to lie to no crack. Hello? Mr. Whitehead. Yes, sir. Yeah. You can count on me, Mr. Whitehead. Yes, sir. I'll be in there tomorrow. No, you can count on me, sir. Yes, sir. I'll be there. No, sir. We haven't heard anything yet. Yeah, the police was by here this morning. Yeah. No, sir. Okay now. Yeah. Goodbye, sir. Cracker got a lot of nerve.
What'd you talk to him for?
I'm not kidding. Talk to him now.
Well, then why didn't you hang up on him?
I don't need you to tell me who to hang up on. Cracker.
You know, that man is going to drive you crazy.
You know, you are always listening to other folks' conversation and dipping in.
I said the man's going to drive you crazy.
Good. I've got my time set for that cracker.
You've been saying that for 30 years.
He's gonna fool with me one time too many. One time.
And you're going to lay him out cold.
That cracker gonna fool me one more time. I'm gonna knock his butt in the middle of next week.
Uh-huh.
What do you mean? Uh-huh.
Now, I can say uh-huh if I want to.
Well, if you don't mean anything, then why would you say uh-huh?
Why don't you go upstairs someplace?
You know, it's just some more of your food talk. That's all it is. Food talk. That's why I hate to be around ignorant people.
Now, I suppose everybody knows you got all the sense.
Some more of your food talk. You see, that's why I like to be around intelligent folks. Because you don't have to deal with no food talk.
Why don't you just go upstairs and lie down? I got enough on my mind.
Yes,
Then
I'll
to
go
have to listen to your mouth.
I'll go upstairs, I'll get those out, and I will burn them.
You're gonna let Celia
She
take
don't
them.
need those things.
Let me take them over to Celia.
Listen, she don't need them. I'm going to take them and burn them.
All right. Go ahead. Burn them.
Hello, Mama.
Celia, what are you doing here?
Is Lamar called?
I ain't heard from Lamar.
Have you been at the phone?
Except for when I was doing my washing.
Mama, I told you to stay by the phone.
Well, I had my washing to do.
You could have called here.
I listened out for the phone.
Downstairs with that washing machine going, the phone could have rang. You wouldn't have heard it ringing.
I had to do my washing.
Your washing? I thought you said you were supposed to be at work.
Well, he didn't want to go in tonight.
Well, suppose Lamar came home.
Noah is not going to let Lamar hide out here.
Well, he's got to go someplace.
No need him coming here. The police done been here twice already.
He's got to get out of this town before the police catch up with him.
Ain't no need of him coming here. Noah is not going to help him either. The law.
The law?
What he ought to do is just go on downtown and give himself up.
We gotta find some way to get him out of town. But we have to pay somebody to drive him out of town.
Well, can't you give him something?
Mama, I ain't got no money.
Noah is not going to help him escape. Can't you borrow something from somebody?
It's your responsibility.
Maybe you could get somebody to get him out of town and then
Mama,
later on
we
you
have
can
to pay somebody to drive him out of town.
send him something. You got to pay him.
You can't ask somebody to risk going to jail for nothing.
You're supposed to have so many friends.
Mama!
Always talking about what
What
kind
is
of friends you
your son?
got.
You ain't even going to try to help him?
Stella May, go home. There's nothing I can do.
Just gonna run and hide.
And I ain't hiding.
Just like you did that night Papa threw me out. He threw my clothes out in the street and you ran down in the cellar and hid away.
I tried to talk to Noah, but you know how he is.
No, I know how you are.
That's right. Blame me. I tried my best to keep you off of that square, but no, you had to take your fast behind down there. And no, you weren't satisfied until you took another woman's husband. Now start on that. Every time I see Mrs. Watkins, I feel like crawling underneath the seat.
Well, I'm Mrs. Watkins now.
I'm in law, took your behind out of here, got a baby, and took that woman's husband.
What did you expect me to do? I survived, Mama. That's all I know. And if you have to take something that belongs to somebody, well, so what? Think I was going to sit in this house day in and day out, then go sit up in that church all day Sunday?
Church didn't do you much good.
Well, you ought to get out of this house once in a while and find out what's going on.
Married a hustler.
It was all right when Mrs. Watkins was with him.
She ain't my child.
Live, Mama. Have a ball. Stand and sit to me.
Getting drunk and fooling around with dope.
Only thing in life is kicks, Mama, and I'm going to get mine while I'm still alive.
Then why don't you ask Stan for the money?
Because it's your responsibility, Mama.
And it was your responsibility not to take another woman's husband.
I took what I wanted. I saw him, I wanted him, and I took him.
He is old enough to be your father.
You sure know how to change the subject, don't you? You're an expert on that.
Oh, sometimes I wish I could just go away from all y'all and just be by myself.
Papa!
What do you want to stop him up for? You want it? No, he don't you?
Papa!
What is all that howling for?
And I thought I told you to keep your behind parts away from around my house.
I want to talk to you, Papa, about Lamar.
You don't have anything to talk to me about. Lamar or anything else.
Stella May, please go home.
Didn't I tell you that I didn't want her behind parts here? Now, I done run her butt away from around here once.
Now, no, don't start. You're making it hard on me.
I want you to listen to me, Papa.
You better get away from around me before I get mad.
Nobody can say anything to you, can they? But you can say anything you want.
You gonna fool around and make me hurt you, girl.
Lord, my supper be done first.
Mama, stop cooking that food.
Who are you talking to? You trying to run my house now?
No, I'm not trying
Then
to
you
run
let
your
me
house.
know it.
It's your house.
Now, let me tell you something. If you don't know who you're fooling with, you better ask somebody. Now get your behind out of here.
Hear what I've got to
talk to this fool.
Y'all act so ugly to each
I
other.
want you to help your mom.
I didn't help him rob that store, did I?
No, you did.
And I didn't help him murder that man,
No.
did I? And I didn't help him. And I ain't gonna help his butt now.
You just gonna turn your back on
He ought to be in hell with his neck broke.
Don't say that.
They ain't worth the salt that goes in the bread, either one of them.
So self-righteous, aren't you?
You want to try me?
No, I don't
You
want to
must.
try you.
Don't come mess with me, girl, 'cause I'll walk you like Christ walked the water.
I'm trying to tell you something.
And don't be giving me no 2 for 1.
I'm not giving
Every
you
word
two.
I got, you got 2 to come back with.
No, stop.
I ain't gonna lift one finger to help that thing.
You ignorant old fool.
You done gone crazy.
Go on. Hit me. Knock me down.
You know, I reckon I might as well go ahead and kill you and go to jail and serve my time.
No, stop.
You hear me? You should have been born dead. Why weren't you born dead? You better go on. I'm telling you, you better go on.
You almost cut off my wind.
I should have cut off your wind. You should be in hell right now.
Because you know how to knock somebody down.
I didn't knock your butt down enough. Because if I did, you would be straight by now. Because I would rather see you dead and in your grave than to look at you the way you are now.
Beat and beat. Every time I think of the beaches I took from you, I hate.
Don't stand in front of my face and tell me you hate me.
Well, what do you expect?
You work for chaps like a dog. And then stand up in front of your face and tell you they hate you?
Never let anybody forget that you was feeding them.
I tried to make something out of you, Celia. You just didn't have right in you.
What you thought was right.
I would have sent you to school.
Maybe I didn't want
You
to go.
didn't have that much sense.
I got tired of marching up the Bullock High every day wearing the same clothes.
You had fine clothes.
The cheapest you could find.
You had better than I have.
And you had the money. You worked every day and you were too damn cheap to buy us anything more than what we needed to get by.
You chaps were blessed, and you didn't know it. I never had the chance to go to school, and when I did, you know what I carried for lunch? Syrup and bread. I had to walk 2 miles to the schoolhouse.
Going to that school every day is like going to prison. You sent us there to get rid of us so we wouldn't be around.
I know you don't have all that belongs with you.
You know, I used to come home and find empty ice cream boxes in the garbage can. Because you and Mama used to go to the store while we was in school and eat it all up before we got home.
You don't watch chaps, they'll eat everything in the house.
Keeping the pies and cakes under lock and key in your room. You and Mama eating them when you came home from work at night. Your mom had to sneak downstairs early in the morning, before daybreak, just to see if you and Mama had forgotten to take the cakes and pies with you.
You two had a plenty to eat always.
Except for dessert. I used to have to save up my money and buy a cake from the bakery. Then I had to eat it in the bathroom at school.
The chaps don't eat a whole lot of sweets anyway.
That's why I try to give my children.
I don't want to hear nothing about that litter. 4 or 5 chaps, all with different fathers.
That's my business.
And you got the nerve to come strutting into church every Sunday morning with them. If you had any sense, Stella Mae, you'd be hiding them.
I don't care what people think.
You must not. That's why you went out and had a bunch of bastard children.
Don't call my children bad.
That's what they are. You started out taking one woman's house. And now, the numbers. There ain't a day go by that somebody don't come up to the plant to me and give me a number for you to take for them.
I have to make a living.
Going out and getting a decent job is just too much like right.
Well, what do you expect me to do? Go out to LeBlanc Hill and scrub floors?
Lily Lightfoot ain't scrubbing
I
floors.
don't want to hear
She's
that.
down at that Union Hall, pounding on that typewriter. I know you don't want to hear about it. The truth is the light.
And Lily Lightfoot is the light?
I give her credit. She was bound and determined that she was going to be somebody. Why didn't you use her as an example?
She married and had a baby awful quick.
You ain't nothing. You always trying to bring somebody down to your level, but you're low class. You're just low class. You see, that's why you like to hang up and lay up on that square. Because, you feel so comfortable with those low class folks.
They ain't trying to be something they're not, like Lily Lightfoot.
I give her credit. She ain't trying to be a slut.
Don't call me a slut!
What do you call those things that go up on the square and hustle?
I see Lily Lightfoot sneaking up around there.
You a lie.
She go up here every chance she gets.
What makes you tell a bald-faced lie like that?
Find her in the hole right now with Pretty Eddie.
Now, what would she be doing up there with that nut?
You have to ask her that.
If she's up there with that nut, then she ain't no count either.
But she's the great Lily Lightfoot.
I wouldn't care who it is. Anybody that hangs up down here on that square ain't nothing, just ain't nothing. And I wouldn't care if it was my mother.
If she lives in this town, she would.
That's what I think is wrong with Mom.
The square is not what's wrong
I
with Lamar.
tried my best to keep his behind parts from down there.
Lamar wasn't around the square that much.
And if you had anything in you, you would have tried to keep his behind from down there too.
I've seen Lamar up there twice.
If you hadn't been such a bad example for Lamar, maybe he wouldn't have been in the trouble that he's in today.
You're the cause he's in the trouble he's in.
Some of your food talk.
He's scared of you, Papa.
Scared of me? But he wasn't too scared to go up there and marry a man, right?
I used to be scared of you, too. I suppose I was scared to even open my mouth sometimes. That's why Lamar stutters when he speaks.
That thing's just too lazy to open his mouth and talk.
He stutters because he's afraid of you. The way you beat him like he was a dog.
I didn't beat his behind enough.
I used to hide when I saw you coming.
Yeah, it was probably wrongdoing.
I was scared.
You weren't too scared to eat my food and to sleep my bedclothes away.
I used to wish that you'd go away and never come back. I used to pray to God that there'd be an accident out at Moloch Motors. So you die and I never have to look into your face again.
You work for them to try to give them something that you never had. And this is the way they talk to you? Well, Stella Mae, I poured cardboard in my shoes so that to put shoes on your feet.
That was your job.
What have I got for it?
Nobody owes you a lifetime of gratitude.
Your mother never had to stand down and then wait for me at that plane on Friday evening. Now you see them every Friday, women waiting for their husbands. To beg them for just a little money, to feed the kids, to put some clothes on their back. Your mother never had to do that. I never wasted my money gambling and fooling around, running with women up on that square. No, sir, I never even cashed my check till I got home. I took care of my family. Your mother never had to go to no welfare and beg for y'all to get something to eat, and I can prove it by your mother. Emma! Emma, come up here.
Y'all gonna stop?
Come up here.
What do you want?
Now, have you ever had to go down to the plant on Friday evening like the other women?
No, Noah.
Have I ever once cashed my check before I got home?
No, Noah, you
Did
never
you and the
did.
kids ever miss a meal?
You were always a good provider.
And you just gonna
Ah.
stand there and say everything he tells you to say.
I have done my part.
Don't burn him, Noah. Let Stella May take him.
Just put him somewhere and I'll
He
come
don't
get him.
need these things. What are you gonna do with them?
Save him for Lamar.
He ain't gonna need them where he's going.
I'll keep it for
He
him.
ain't gonna do him no good.
Don't be so hateful.
You want these here, then you take them and take them now.
I can't carry this all the way to my house by myself. Besides, I gotta check and see if Lamar's called.
I'm bound the police got his butt by now.
Don't say that.
You want him to get away, don't you?
He's my son.
That man was somebody's son too, am I?
Well, what about when he gets out? He may want it when he gets out.
He ain't never gonna get out.
You don't know that. They don't have capital punishment in this state.
Even if I'm living, I will never let that thing back in my house anymore.
It's my house too, no.
I pay the rent on this roof.
I'm not a child. Don't you talk to me.
So you stop talking crazy.
You're the one who's talking crazy.
Let me tell you something. I'm telling you, Emma, you put that box down, okay?
I'll take them now.
You ain't
I'll
taking
take
them
them
nowhere.
now.
You're not taking them nowhere. Don't touch them and put it down.
Take him. Go on and take the
Oh,
box.
you just gonna run over me.
There ain't nobody running over you, Mr. Fool.
Put that goddamn box down, Stella May.
Leave her alone.
Give me the goddamn box, Stella. Hey, put that goddamn box down. Box. I'm just nothing. I am just something for y'all just to run over.
Mr. Crazy Man.
I'm going to take these down and I'm going to burn them.
Don't you burn Lamar's food out.
Right in the furnace.
Mr. Nut.
You know what you can do? You can get out.
Mr. Crazy Man, don't you burn Lamar's thing.
I'm going to burn. There it is.
Lord, I'm tired. Jesus, I'm so tired.
Know how I had to live when I left home, Mama?
Stella May, I can't take no more this night.
After Papa threw my things out, I went on up to the square.
I don't want to hear nothing about that square. I wish somebody would burn it down.
I was 3 months pregnant with Bobby, and I didn't have no place to go.
I begged no not to do it.
I was 16 years old.
I tried to talk to your father.
You hid in the cellar.
I didn't hide.
I was 16 years old, and I had to learn how to survive.
You went and stood out on that square.
Did what I had to do.
You sold yourself out on that square?
What did you expect me to do? Stand on the corner and starve to death?
Jesus, have mercy!
What I used to say every time I had to flag down one of them cars with one of them monkeys in them. For all the praying and calling on the Lord, don't put no pork chops in your pot. That's what's important, Mama. Putting some pork chops in your pot and keeping the wind off your tail.
I would have picked manure with the chickens first.
That's easy for you to say. You sit in this house year on end and never even put your foot out that door.
Stella May, go home.
Go home and forget about it. may please go home before Noah comes back up here. Lamar calls. Tell him to call me. If he calls, I'll tell him. Bye, Mom. Such a good supper tonight. String beans.
I couldn't eat anything right now anyway. I couldn't.
Stomach trouble?
Yes.
I told you not to upset yourself. Now you're going to keep me up half the night. You want me to fix you some hot milk?
Yeah. It might make me rest better. I reckon I'd rather go on and put on for a transfer for the day shift.
Night rest and should rest.
I'd have to get Whitehead to okay it.
Well, why wouldn't he?
Maybe I will put in for a transfer to the day shift.
I think you should.
I'm getting too old to work this night shift. It's too old.
Well, just explain that to Whitehead.
I'd have to bump somebody off the day shift. I could bump a whole lot of them with my schedule.
Lord, it's really raining. I mean, it's really coming down. Come on, out there somewhere in all that rain.
I ain't helping nobody beat the law ever. I ain't doing it.
If he doesn't get away, he's gonna need a lawyer.
I ain't got no money to help anybody try to beat the consequences of their wrongdoings.
Well, I think we should find some way to help Lamar.
Then you go out and get yourself a job.
Ain't I got nothing to say?
About this? No. You don't have anything to say to me about it.
You want to see him in jail, don't you?
What are you talking about?
Nothing.
That's right. You're talking about nothing. Now don't come with this foolishness because I've done my part and I'm not doing no more.
You're so hateful. That's why your stomach is always bothering you.
Now you a doctor.
I don't have to be no doctor to know that you're hateful.
Because I'm sick of people telling me that I'm hateful. You know, even iron wears out.
People wear out too, Noah.
And they have worn me out.
And you wore out Lamar and Celia. Had that boy trembling at the sight of you.
I worked my fingers to the bones for them.
And you hate them for it.
It was for their behind I was doing it.
And you made them pay. Coming in here, rolling your eyes and howling, making them scared to breathe, scared to talk, and telling them to shut up.
I know that you ain't got good sense.
I used to watch you come through that door on Friday with your lip poked out and your fist doubled up, just waiting for one of them to crook so you could beat them.
I tried to make them straight.
You took it out on them.
Took out what?
All your anger. Sometimes I used to wish that you would just take your money once we can blow it away. And then I wouldn't have to hear about that check.
You spent it, though, didn't you? You sat on your butt and you spent it.
And you rule this house like a crazy man.
I'm supposed to rule my house.
And
And then you went downtown.
Downtown what?
Letting the children.
Let the children see me what?
Bowing and scraping. White folks.
I ain't never bowed and scraping no crap.
You've been bowing and scraping the white folks for 30 years, and then coming home and taking it out on me and the children.
I know you have lost your mind now.
I used to watch Lamar and Stella Mae cringe when we went downtown, because all your loud talk and bluff would just evaporate in front of white folks.
Didn't I tell you that I ain't never bowed before no crackers?
You've been bowing and scraping to Whitehead for 30 years.
You better stop talking to me, Emma.
I used to think I was sleeping with Whitehead.
I got my time set to tell that cracker off.
You used to talk about that man in your sleep.
I'll tell you. I'm going to tell him off now.
And I've been hearing that for 30 years.
I get no thanks whatsoever. Do I? I have been eating that dirt for 30 years, and no thanks for it. So don't come to me with no foolishness like that, because I've done my part, Emma. I'm not doing no more. Every day the Lord said, I got up and I went out to that plant. Sometimes I was half sick, but every day the Lord said I went out to him. I spent near about half my life out to that plant, standing in front of a red-hot oven, snatching plates full of white steel, eating blue dust, sweating like a pig. How much dirt you reckon I've eaten in 30 years? And you ain't never taste no dirt like foundry dirt. 'Cause it ain't real dirt. Like earth, I mean. You see, they mix it over there in Plant 6. They make it with dye and chemicals. They make it out of sand. And that taste gets on your tongue, and it gets so that you can't taste anything. I don't care what. You can't wash it off. The strongest soap in the world can't wash it off your skin. You know, I can smell it in my pores right this minute. See, it gets beneath the skin. It gets under the surface of your skin. You can smell it, no matter what, Emma. It ain't much real dirt, like earth, I mean. You know, I've read somewhere where they say sweat is just like blood. It's the air that turns us red. Well, you know what? I've been standing in front of those hot ovens, and they have been sucking the blood out of me for 30 years. And y'all sitting on your behinds, riding, eating my grub, sleeping out my bedclothes. All you ever wanted was what I was slaving to get over. That's all you ever wanted was something to lay your head on and something to put in your stomach. Yes, I hated to see y'all sitting there while I had to go and see that man every day. Because how do you think I felt knowing that when I come home that y'all hated to see me coming? How do you think I felt? Yes. I used to sometimes wish that this house would burn down, all of y'all in it, so I wouldn't have to feed your behinds no more. Yes. I took that cracker's shit. I had to. Because if I didn't, you wouldn't have nothing to eat, and neither would the chaps. Why? God, why weren't they born dead? Why weren't they just born dead?
Listen to yourself. Will you listen to what?
What make it worthwhile.
I never knew how much you really hated us.
You know it now.
God honest truth.
I used to think sometime I'd get off work and go downtown and get on that bus and ask the driver to take me to parts unknown. Anywhere. Just to run away and leave y'all behind for somebody else to take care of.
Why didn't you just walk out away from us?
Because I had my part to do.
I wished you'd just walked on away from us. I'd rather you'd just walked on away down that long road and never looked back, and then I wouldn't have had to put up with you.
No thanks.
Where you going?
I'm going to lie down.
What about your hot
I
milk?
just want to lie down.
You want me to bring it up
I
to
feel
you?
like I gotta lay down.
I'll bring it up in a minute.
You can if you want to. Thank you.
Mom.
Lamar.
Mama.
Who is it?
Noah?
Mama, open the door.
Who is it?
It's Lamar!
Lamar. Don't open that door.
Noah, please!
You can go out there if you want. You ain't no.
Noah, please!
No,
Lamar!
you ain't opening that door now. Go up with it. Go up with it.
Blood!
Blood? What?
Lamar!
Lamar! Is he up there? Is he here?
I don't see anybody!
Why would he do a thing like this?
Go get that thing out of here.
What's in that thing? Mine!
Get rid of that thing!
I gotta get something covered. Let me get it. I'll take it. I'll take it to the furnace and burn it. I'll take this thing to the furnace. And I'll burn it. That's what I'll do with it. I know what to do with this. Right to the furnace. Why? Do it.